Let's get started.
Hi, I'm James Mitchell. My company is PureAyre Odor Eliminator. I'm seeking an investment of $150,000 in exchange for 10% equity. Now, PureAyre is the only safe and natural odor eliminator on the market today. It'll work on any smell you have. And I'm wondering if Barbara, if you'll step up and help me for a moment.
Happy to. You're not going to spray me, are you?
I have a bottle of ammonia here that simulates urine. Urine smells are the hardest to get rid of in the world. So what I do is I spray a spray of ammonia on a tissue, and I let you verify that it smells like urine.
Yeah, of course.
Now with
I mean, that's a... I guess that's a good demonstration.
PureAyre, you spray it everywhere where the smell's coming from. And our logo on our bottle actually shows you what we do. We break apart the molecules that make the smell, not covered up with a chemical fragrance.
It's amazing. It smells great. Really.
It is amazing.
Did it work, Barbara?
Yeah, it smells great.
It's truly the only 100% food-grade edible odor eliminator on the market today.
Wow.
All right, James, it's showtime now. Do you own this
That's
patent?
pretty awesome.
It is not patented.
Oh.
Oh,
Why isn't
boy.
it patented?
It's my understanding that you have to disclose everything about what you have. And then what would stop a largest chemical household products company
Your
from changing one insignificant ingredient
Wow.
and stealing what I have?
What sales do you have?
I can tell you to date, I've sold almost $3.2 million of PureAyre.
Wow. That's really exciting.
That's awesome.
We're averaging about $19,000 a month.
Sorry, James. I thought you said your sales for this year were $3.2 million.
No, since inception.
Oh, who cares about that?
Last year was $315,000.
What were they the year before? They were $300,000.
That's kind of an exciting moment to discuss because the year before that, they were over $500,000. And 70,000 of that was to Walgreens nationwide, 6,000 stores.
Wow.
So why did the sales go down? That doesn't sound very exciting.
In month 2 of us being on the shelf,
Hold on. Can I just say,
in month 2,
this pack or this marketing on the side, like, just seems very wordy. It definitely could be misconstrued as almost kind of confusing with all those words, even though that's obviously you're trying to eliminate all that. But odor eliminator should probably just be the biggest thing. Like, you don't need to say all that. Like, food grade odor eliminator. Like, you could eat it for dinner.
of us being on the shelf, it was made aware to me that a large competitor knows I'm out there. And we were mysteriously terminated from Walgreens.
Why did they kick you out?
I'll tell you why.
What?
Your competitors, they don't want their business going away, and they're great partners with Walgreens and everybody else. And they said it's time to shut you down and crush you like the cockroach you are. Now, you want me to get in bed with you and get crushed again?
I had a CEO that did the best he could, but after the Walgreens episode, we brought in a consulting firm to teach us how much money you would have to support national retail operations.
What was their answer?
$4 million.
Yeah.
James, do you own 100% of this business?
Yeah, I mean, if it's anything like being in the supermarket where you have to buy end cap space, or even just like really be somebody's best friend to get any kind of shelf space, especially along the height line, the eye line, it's tough. And Walgreens stores aren't particularly huge, so and the cleaning supply section is even smaller. So to be able to muscle out somebody that's huge there is tough. I think the play there is really to get yourself known in the online space and in Amazon and all, and get people going that way to get your product.
Between myself and my angel, we own 57%.
Sorry, between you and who?
I have an angel.
Investor.
He and I together own 57%,
Who owns the rest?
a combination of friends and family.
How much money did you raise?
It was about $500,000 to $600,000.
And it's gone.
It's gone now, yes.
Gone on what?
The problem is we got it in pieces. We never got a chunk.
You got kicked out of a national retailer. How are we going to get back in?
The economy soon after in 2009 started hitting the skids. We refocused. Who's our primary customer? They're naturally minded or green minded, or
James, is this the only product in the world that is all natural that does this?
this is the only food grade odor eliminator technology.
Is there another product that isn't food grade that I can't spray into Barbara's mouth but will still do the same job?
I know most of the people that come to us have been disappointed with.
There are competitors.
There are competitors.
At the end of the day, are you ready to license this to somebody who actually can get distribution?
How are we glossing over this fact? They raised $600,000. They hired a professional CEO. I'm sure that guy did that.
Well, James, did he ever go and talk about licensing to a large consumer products company?
Now, this was a gentleman.
No. Don't give us the background. Just say yes or no.
He was not a CEO before this.
So you hired a bozo who blew $600,000.
James, tell me yes or no. Did he go and call on a large company to try to...
No, he did not. That was my job.
Then why did he get fired and not you?
James, you're not answering us. We just want yes or no. Has anybody in your company or affiliated with your company talked to a major producer of this type of product?
In the last 2 years.
My
Yes or no?
former CEO
Yes or no?
talked to a division,
What happened?
a company that's large enough that they have multiple divisions,
Okay.
not just
What did they
retail.
say?
And they said based on the testing that they have done so far, it shows it's a very promising opportunity.
What happened to that opportunity?
That was a week ago.
A week now? Look, you're like a clam we've been prying open.
Wow.
Oh man, he got him. You know that. All right, so the way these things go is we don't know how long they were trying to pry him open. Obviously, it's edited down. This is a longer pitch segment on the show, so you know, this could have been going back and forth with his runaround answers for a while, and they just clipped it down to make it look like he, you know, was stumbling. And obviously, once the sharks start, you know, sensing the blood in the water, they just start circling. And obviously, over the years, they've gotten better at figuring, you know, seeing through these facades and things out of the gate. And it's a shame. You know, when we make choices for our team, for our businesses, it's tough sometimes, you know, to resist going with the dark horse, with going with somebody that, you know, it's like, oh, this guy never been a CEO before. Maybe him coming here is not the best choice, but maybe he wasn't as expensive as somebody who actually has the experience and has been up through a startup and then brought it out, you know, successfully launched it into the public, and maybe it went out, you know, to an IPO or something. But, you know, I think that it's a shame that sometimes we make those choices based on money and not based on logic for the long-term haul of like, well, if we have something that's really that special, we need to really buckle down and find the right people, because people will make the difference in your business every single time.
It takes so long to get to the obvious path of success.
I just want to clear the field here a little. I'm definitely out.
James,
he
you've
looks
gone through
pretty surprised there.
$600,000 of investors' money. Now you won $150,000. I don't think you know what you're doing. I'm out.
I also don't think 150,000 ain't gonna get him much further along. I mean, if you've already burned through 600 to get where you're at, and it didn't sound like he used that 600 to develop the product. So where did the 600,000 go? Poor money.
James, here's my deal. I think the only thing more expensive than education is ignorance, and you are ignorant to this market. I'll bring that knowledge, but I need 50%.
For $150,000.
Horrific idea, very bad. Let me tell you my idea, right? I'm going to buy the whole company, 100% for $150,000, and I'm going to fire you. This is the best news you've heard today.
Oh man, that the look says it all. This is, you know, it's almost as, I wonder, it's like, is he bluffing, right? Is he bluffing that he would even spend $150,000 on this? I mean, it's not patented, so there's nothing to stop somebody from taking your product and going and finding out what it is, you know, at a lab. It's not that, especially if it's food grade. It's not that
Because
hard.
I'm going to leave you with a 7% royalty forever, for the rest of your life, of what I make off this product. You're going to be very rich. That's my offer.
That's not a bad
Is
idea.
there nothing valued in the star power that I have?
You have no star power.
That's pretty deep coming from Robert.
You're an awful salesman. You are. You don't have the ability to answer a question directly. And do you know what that does to people that are listening to you?
I think also the marketing is not great when you look at the banners behind
It
it.
makes them think that you're shifty.
James, I don't care about any of that because you're fired the second I buy the
about
company.
that. Because I'm trying to figure out, is he smart enough to know he's really bad at his job?
Who cares?
So I can make an offer.
Okay, so how can I be bad at my job when I built this market from scratch in the Northwest?
James, yes or no? Because it is about to
Damon,
be
we heard
retracted.
your offer. We heard Kevin's offer. Let me just ask a question before I decide whether I'm going to make an offer or
I'm
not.
surprised Damon even wants to work with him at this point, given how short of a fuse he has for people who don't give direct answers.
Are you willing to walk away?
But before Robert makes an offer from his company,
Are you willing to walk away?
I came in prepared today to not be the only one running it. I came in to build a team like Henry.
Well, he's already not the only one running it because he owns 57% with an angel investor as it is, and he didn't disclose how much he owns versus how much the angel owns. I wonder who the angel is.
I want to be on your team, my friend.
This is not a personal attack against you. I'm trying to make money here. I'm just looking at the opportunity and saying to myself, there's only one way to get there. You add no value to that, and I'm not trying to insult you, but I'm trying to make you wealthier.
James, is your opportunity today?
I mean, they like it enough to want to offer him a royalty, a check and a royalty for the rest of his life, and they make it successful because, it's a shame Lori wasn't on this episode because she probably would have seen more value in it, though I don't know if she would have wanted to work with this guy, James.
Contingent on you being an employee in that business.
Consumers out there want to know the truth, and they think there's some big brother
Yes or
watching
no?
over them as
Yes
far
or
as
no?
safety on the market.
What's your point out of all this?
And there's
Why
nothing.
can you never answer
Damon,
a
hang on.
question?
Yes or no?
Again,
It's such a
Damon
shock for me to
failed.
imagine.
What does
I
this
mean,
matter with anything? Let's bring this home.
James, I've learned in life when something's too hard, it's probably good to get out. So,
I mean, look, my great grandfather used to say a hard deal's a bad deal, and this is definitely shaping up to be one of those
you
situations.
seem to have a difficult time with giving me a straight answer. So on that,
what was your?
let's just move on.
James, you got 2 deals on the table here. What is your answer?
About to be one deal on the table.
So I should make a phone call.
James, who are you going to call?
My wife.
Wait. He's not gonna call the angel investor. He's calling his
So-
wife.
I have 2 offers. Damon wants 50% for $150,000, and the other option comes with me not being a part of the company.
Okay.
Damon,
But getting a
listen to
check
me.
every
You
month.
retract your offer. You put up half the 150. You
Forever.
get half of my deal. He is fired the second we write the check. We get rid of all that baggage. You don't want that guy near you. He is bad news.
How would you feel about going with Damon's offer if there was a royalty?
James, there's a change in the offer. I'm going to come in half with Kevin.
There's only one opportunity. We're buying your company for $150,000. We're going to take your formula and license it and pay you for the rest of your life 7% of every cent we make. It's an incredible opportunity for you.
It really is, because if they're not going to market with their own brand, then it is an incredible opportunity, because obviously cleaning supplies cleaning supplies is a huge industry, and if he's getting, they get a small percentage in a cut of that, and then he's getting 7% of it, that can still translate into a huge check every single month. And let's face it, this is a formula. He could always create another form, like he could always change one thing and create a formula, like he said in the beginning of it. So what does he really have? He doesn't have a patent. He's got marketing that isn't great, needs to be, cleaned up an awful lot. I think actually this is a really good opportunity to put the company in 2 people's hands that know how to go license it, get it licensed, and you get your check while you go and create the next great thing, and learn from this experience that you've had.
But with certainty, so you understand this, we'll be firing you the minute we give you the $150,000.
We will save you a lot of time, a lot of energy, and we will call everybody that we know, which is 5 people that control the entire planet.
I'm busy. Look, let's get very focused here. You can't get $150,000 from a bank. The only place you can get some cash right now is right here, this moment. Are you in or are you out?
Which again, he doesn't even own the whole company. So yeah, I would probably consider taking it.
Other opportunities.
Yes or no?
I can't accept that offer.
I'll add another $75,000 to it if the guys let me in. $225,000 for the 100%, and you get a 7% royalty. Same condition.
Up the ask for a higher royalty. Ask for a 10% royalty. Get to like 8.5 or 9%. Why not at this point?
I can't accept that amount.
He turns down $250,000 plus a check to get a piece of the cleaning supply industry. That's we're gonna see how this turned out, but
Thank you for your time.
that's heartbreaking, and they feel it. They know it.
I thought more money would sway him. Unbelievable.
I was incredibly.
Robert's like, yeah, I should just we'll throw another $100,000 in the pot. Why not? Maybe he should ask. But all right, give me the 300 and 10%, and you got yourself a deal.
Insulted when they thought the only problem was me. They're making all these assumptions, and they weren't there. So it was awful.
So he's leading from a place of feeling inadequate about what he was able to accomplish, which, hey, not everybody gets an offer like that for their company, and let alone a royalty to go with it, to just every month you get that mailbox money, every month you're just raking it in while you develop the next plan, the next product, the next, focus that you're going to create. Obviously he can create products. Running the business, not so much. Let's take a look over here where let's see, where do I have it stashed away at? Here we go. So if I pull up the here, it looks like he was on the show back in 2011, and when he left, he did some pet show, the Seattle Kennel Club show in 2015. It would appear as though the product does the speaking for itself and doesn't necessarily need Mitchell to push it forward. People love to have organic and safe products in their home. Another thing, guys, I don't think they brought up whether or not there was like a independent lab test to show how much is actually like. Well, I guess it's just for odors. It's not for killing germs per se. So it does say that it's available on Amazon, but when I went to Amazon, it doesn't seem that, at least the spray bottle is not currently available, but you can buy in bulk in a 1 gallon. The spray bottle is also available at Walmart here. So it has 218 ratings here, that is good to see. I might, now that we have a puppy here at the house, it might be a time to pick it up. But here, according to, there's only 1 rating. It just says crate. I don't. Okay, I don't know what that means, but they sell it at Chewy, but this is temporarily out of stock. That's temporarily out of stock. They do have a website, but the website looks like it hasn't been updated since, this is copyright 1998. So I wonder when I guess if he had already been running the company for since 1998 to then in 2011, what is that, 13 years or something? That's probably why he was so heartbroken for it to, to be fired and feel inadequate and stuff. And the website was built by this company, New Web Tech. I'm a big tech, website tech guy. That's existed since 1997, which is awesome. But when you look at their website, it looks like it was probably built around 2011 or 2008, 2009. It's not mobile friendly or anything. So clearly, it needs to be. It could use to, it could be updated. But Yeah, so that's a shame. But hey, they're still selling. He's making sales. And if you go back to thinking he sold 3.2 million, and he had already been in business for like 13 years or whatever. It doesn't look that great. So 19,000 a month is cool, but I think a check would have been a lot better of a deal for him to go and focus on something that he might have profited more from and enjoyed. So yeah, that's a shame, but hey, that's how it goes. And you know how else it goes? It goes like this, because if you could smash that like button for me, we can get this video in front of more entrepreneurs and help them not make mistakes like our boy James here with PureAyre. If you want to let me know what you think of this series, the Biz Coach React series, get at me, Super Joe Pardo, on all the social media platforms. Shoot me a message or comment below in the video. Would be awesome. And if you want to learn how you can work with me on your business, go to superjoepardo.com and learn more there. I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day. Take care.